guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 4 of our Hearts of Midlothian save, and today we have two big games. We're away to Glasgow Rangers, looking for a little bit of revenge after our extra time defeat in the Betfred Cup, and then we host Aberdeen, a team that we should be competing with, shouldn't we? Get sort of in and around sort of second, third, fourth in the league. So two really big games, but the big news since last episode is look at this. Look at these green dots. We have two of them. They've come together, which is excellent stuff. Now, first up, we played Livingston, and we were absolutely dominant in this game for 90 minutes. Look at that. They didn't even get a shot on goal. It was a defensive just masterclass from us out of the blue. I'll tell you what we did differently in a second. You can see they went down to 10 men, but we were already... we were 0-0 at that point. We were already dominating the game, though. It was Clare, and it was John Suter from the penalty spot that got the 2 goals for us, and a really good win, that one. And then we backed it up with another good home performance, which is important, I think, that we're getting these home performances. And again, we were just absolutely dominant. Sean Clare's proving to be quite the player for us. Again, not a single shot on target registered by our opponents. And look at that, we just played really well. The one thing, what we've done differently basically is we're playing a high line defensively, and it's transformed us, certainly against sort of lesser teams, as you know, the way we were playing. So hopefully we've stumbled upon something there. You can see we're up into 7th now. Game away to Rangers, we're unlikely, let's be honest. If we get anything from that, it'll be a really good effort, won't it? But potentially we could go as high as 4th. Goal difference will probably prevent that, but equal 4th at the end of this game. Now, few things. Dynamics haven't really changed. You can see managerial support, dressing room atmosphere is much better, which is good. Team cohesion is still poor. Now, the reason for that, I think, is, and we've got some other transfer news coming up here as well, is we've signed so many players. I mean, not just the players that I've signed, but before that. It's going to take time to gel. Now, you can see over here that there wasn't out. Oli Bosanic, I've sold him off back to Sydney FC. I mean, I'm doing a cull of Australians basically, which is not really what I wanted to do. But he was on, he was on a bit of money. We got 150 grand for him. I've become ruthless. I've decided that I'm just going to get rid of people. I'm not going to just hang on to people for the sake of hanging on to them. And we're going to use our youngsters here. Now, you will have noticed here we have signed Greg Halford. I thought being on a free transfer, he'd be able to come straight in, but unfortunately he can't. We have to wait till January, at which point it's kind of a bit late for him because Christoph Behr is going to be coming back by then anyway. But it's only a 1-year contract, so it's fine. He'll help out, and then we'll send him back to England. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think there is. Let's have a quick look at the team that we are sending out to face Glasgow Rangers here. And you will see, if we have a look at the match preview here, they are the favourites, obviously. I mean, it's Glasgow Rangers, isn't it? You can see that they're attacking their standard playing mentality. We have played them before, and we gave them a really good game. Positional heat map, we can see they're a little bit narrow. They like to push high up the pitch. I'm hoping the fact they like to play high at the pitch, if we're keeping a higher line, that might interfere with that a little bit. Their key passes, they can go long, but generally in and around the area. So we'll see how we go here. You will notice too on the bench here that we're going just for more young, like our young academy players. Bobby Burns here, I'm looking to retrain him as a left wing back, or fullback, I should say. Sorry. I mean, he's not too bad defensively. He's not too bad positioning wise. I think he can do it. I think he can get forward. So we're retraining him in that position. I'm just using the likes now of Andy Irvine is going to be on the bench. I've called into this. We already had Aaron Hickey into the senior squad. I'm looking, I think, to get rid of Ollie Lee as well. To be honest, he's on a little bit of cash, and I just don't think we're going to use. He's not that good. He's not a very high potential player. And I just want to use high potential players. So is it Chris Smith, Cameron Smith, Connor Smith? We've caught him up as well, only 16, but a very good player and potentially obviously even better. They're the sorts of players that I'm going to look towards now. We're not going to be stuffing around with sort of mid-20s, early 30s players. So it's somehow keep hanging on to goal. He's done really well. He hasn't had anything to do, but he's done okay. Mitchell Shaughnessy is now... I was playing him as a ball-playing centre-back in pre-season. We've gone back to that, even though technically he's a midfielder. Suter and Smith, they are our back 4. Herring is there in the anchorman role. We're retraining him in that. We don't need a halfback. We've got ball-playing defenders. We don't need somebody to drop back in and pass the ball out of defence. So he's going to play as an anchorman. De Jong and Cochrane go in midfield. Chu and Clare continue out wide with Naismith up top. There will be a goals of the month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around to that to see the goals that got us the points against St Johnstone and against against Livingston. We can see the team. I mean, it's a good team, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's a team that will do really well to get anything out of. Let me know what you think of the new transfer philosophy. I think it's the way to go. If we're looking to build long term here, okay, let's concentrate on the team talk here. What do we want to say? Go out there and impress me. What does Austin McPhee say? Challenge to pick up where they left off. I don't really want to play for revenge. I know we're the underdogs. Let's go and give the fans a performance. Let's go with that. Some calm. We have faith. That's looking okay. A bit of a reaction. That's good. The players are starting to respond to me. I just don't... I mean, as long as we don't get I don't want to get sacked. That's the main thing. I've got to make sure we are sort of finishing top half. But what's the point in playing a 3-star player now that's in their mid-20s when we have a player that's 2 stars now and it could potentially be 5-star? That's come through the club and that's sort of a teenager. I don't really see the benefit to playing the older players there. We've got to sort of build for the future. Oh, that's not the start we wanted, is it? When we played them last time, we were a little bit deeper, and they did just kind of get in behind us out wide there. So let's drop that back a little bit. That's not the start we wanted, is it? The main area I want to upgrade, it's still goalkeeper. We see here, I mean, it's not his fault. It's not the best header out, but it's you want your goalkeeper to not sort of wave that past him into the net, don't you? Ideally. Come on, boys, let's get creative here. So again, we've had a good amount of possession early on here. We just aren't doing anything with it. We did work a lot on defensive training as well. I mean, it's not really shown here, but the last 2 games, it definitely it had an impact. Now the fact that we stopped working on defense now, we did a little bit ahead of this Rangers game, I think, if I remember correctly. But I do wonder if the fact that we've stopped working on defense now, we're going to go back to our old ways and look horrible. But I think already here, we do look a little bit better, don't we? So that's good. That's good. The defensive work looks like it's paying off. It is, I think, just as much as anything, a case of waiting for that team cohesion to gel. We become a good team. We play better as a team that way, and then I think we'll really kick on. We'll go up the leagues a little bit, or up the league anyway, not the leagues. I mean, overall, that wasn't horrible, was it? Let's go some passionate. We haven't been the better team. Do we go for revenge? Let's a passionate revenge. Players here that aren't playing well, we'll just individually tell them that they can do a little bit better. Just calm. There's no point. We don't need to scream at anybody, but we can do a little bit better here, I think, boys. Tuesday's not having his best game. Again, he's going to be settling in. I do have Morrison back on the bench. He was playing really well before we sort of went the change in formation. That kind of meant he got squeezed out. So, and also Tuesday signing, who is actually a better player, but again, it's going to take time to settle in. So we do have him on the bench. We could look to bring him in. Mulrooney, I think it is, the Irish winger, is someone that, I mean, he's pacey, and I'm tempted to maybe, I shouldn't just rule players out because I don't like look at their attributes. I do need to give some players a chance. I just feel like he's not, I don't know what to do with him, basically. The January transfer window, I'm thinking when we get there, might be a little bit of a cull. We'll kind of see how we're going in the league. I'm curious. I mean, I'm expecting Rangers to be obviously away from home to be a really tough game for us. Anything we get from this is a bonus. Aberdeen at home will be an interesting test, I think. That'll kind of give us an idea of where we stand. We're doing okay here. We're keeping the ball nicely. Maybe look the other side here, though, guys. We're kind of sucked into the right. Let's go, try the left. Cochrane, left. Naismith dropping in. I mean, it has been good. Can we get a cross in over to the back post? There it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! Sean Clare, he's a goal-scoring machine from the left side of midfield for us. 7th goal of the year, and that is 1-1. Excellent, excellent stuff. We'll demand a little bit more of that, please, boys. Much, much better. The deeper line has definitely worked, doesn't it? Well, since we've dropped that line off, they've done absolutely nothing. I should have just done that from the start. It worked when we played them last time. I got kind of carried away, didn't I, thinking that it wasn't offside. I don't think it was it? Hasn't been given. He is. No, he's onside. Easy. I maybe got a little bit carried away that the high line had worked against other teams, and I should have just gone back to what worked against Rangers last time. Here we go from the corner. Dare we dream? Headed. Oh, is it going to be a counter attack? Herring's there. Well done to him. I need to rejig he should be up in the box, shouldn't he, for a corner coming in? I need to fix up the corners with the change with playing the anchor man and not a number 10. All right, come on, boys. Let's win this ball back. Oh, it's becoming a long old highlight. Ball comes in, back post. No! It's fine, it's fine. Never a doubt. Never in doubt. Can we give a concentrate? Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get this away. That's a poor corner. It's not the best header out. Oh, it's still there. It's still there. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, away. Oh, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's staying in our box. Oh, well done, Matty Smith. Excellent. No, Michael Smith, isn't it? Not Matty Smith. Let's throw out a concentrate here. All right. Do we need to change anything? Naismith up front isn't really working. What we might do, let's bring Uchi on and we'll play him as a pressing forward. We'll lose a little bit in terms of him sort of dropping back in and linking the play. But I think that will work. Cochrane's looking really tired. We'll leave him on. Yeah, he's doing okay. I don't understand how concentrate can really overwhelm a team. All right, come on, boys. From the corner. Cochrane, back post. There it is. Bang, bang, bang! Oh, Jay! We've taken the lead at, where are we? Ibrox. We've taken the lead at Ibrox, and that is absolutely magnificent stuff from the corner. It wasn't we got the knockdown. Claire again. He's an absolute, just a monster for us. And Uchi, too strong, too good. Excellent stuff. Okay, I can't fix anything from here. Okay. We do now want to just maybe look to shut up shop a little bit. Well, it's the 83rd minute. Can we do this? We'll want to keep the pressure on, and we don't want to change too much. We just want to sort of slow down what we're doing here, I think. Look to play for set pieces. We'll keep the passing the same. We'll keep it the same. No, we'll shorten it up. We'll try and... Are we good enough to do that, though? That's the question. We're about to find out, aren't we? The other thing I want to do, actually... If I can be so bold, thank you, game. Let's just sit our fullbacks here. We don't need them bombing on anymore, do we? So that's good. That's all good. All right. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we get the most unlikely of wins here at... I keep going to say Celtic Park, but it's not Celtic Park. It's Ibrox. Come on, boys. Tuesday's not having his best game. Let's make a time waster. Let's bring Morrison on for him. There we go. Let's give it a tighten up. Oh, I think we've done it. The defensive training work may have just worked the treats. It's running to the corner flag. Ref, blow it up, mate. Blow it up. Come on. Ref. Oh, big club bias. Blow it up. This is good. Look at this. Ole, 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 ole. Come on. Referee, how much time are we going to play here, mate? Come on. Oh, blow it up, referee. We're 40 seconds over. There it is! That's a massive, massive win at Ibrox. And we've just about deserved it too, haven't we? We've just about deserved that. Excellent, excellent stuff. Just passionate. Well done. Just well done. There we go. We come from behind. We're coming for that. We're coming for you now, Celtic. We are coming for you now. Superb in front of goal. Sean Clare has been an absolute revelation this year. Anyway, guys, wait right there. Can we do 4 wins on a row? It looked like it was never going to happen in the first 3 episodes, but we've got Aberdeen at home next for 4 in a row. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Going for 4 in a row. This is resembling good form now, guys. I don't know where this has come from, but Aberdeen at home, you can see we're joint on points with them right now. Obviously, a win would mean we would leapfrog above them in the table. Now let's have a quick look. We're expecting them a standard playing style, a balanced mentality. Now, I think that might actually tell a lie, because if you look at positional heat map here, they like to play up the field. Passing network, there it is there. But key passes, they tend to be longer. Now, if this is that Wilson, this is the Manchester United guy who's rapid. By the looks of this, that looks to me as though they just go long for him to run onto things. That's what I get from it. So that in mind, this is the way we're looking to play. We're going to play a deep defensive line to try and protect against that. We will put pressure on them, and we'll just see if we need to. If they're going to pass through us, then we'll have to reevaluate things. But it looks to me as though that's what they're going to try and do. Now we have just had an international break for 2 weeks, and we do have match fatigued players. Christian Tuesday, Connor Shaughnessy, John Sutar, and Harry Cochran as well. Match fatigue players, I've found they never play well, so I'm not picking them because they just never play well. So this is a team we're going with. It's Lamal in goal. It's Mitchell, Dick Mona. It's Smith moving over from right back into central defence. I think he can do a job there for us. And Godinho, our Canadian right back, is back from injury, so we're going to give him the start in this one as well. Herring continues as the anchor man. Irving comes in to play box to box. And we're going to move De Jong over as the deep-lying playmaker just to keep the way we're playing the same, even though the players will change. Morrison comes in to play down the right. Clare continues down the left, and Naismith up top. Let me know if you guys have found that with match-fatigued players as well. I just find they never, ever play well, and you're better off just not playing them. Do it for the fans. The passionate team talks have been working, so let's go with... All right, give the fans their money's worth. That's fine. Some calm. We have faith. Everybody's looking good and motivated. And we're ready to go. Now, Zlamau, our goalkeeper, is the captain for this one. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Hopefully he doesn't lead by example. Let's just go with that. All right. A bit of a nothing kickoff highlight there. But we have dominated possession early on, and that is a good thing. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they do actually play here. I mean, it's interesting, I think, that they have come out more attacking than Rangers have. Lamel's there, good clutch, mate. Yeah, I mean, I find that interesting, especially away from home. I mean, we played Rangers at home, and they were set up much more defensively. But it looks as though they are still coming at us here. De Jong's done well there to win that. He goes up for Naismith. What can he do? He's got a little bit of space there. Can he find a teammate? Dinks across in. It's back post. It's Mitchell. It's Mitchell. It's Mitchell! Oh, it's a good tackle. Oh, that's a little bit unlucky perhaps, but a good tackle nonetheless. All right, let's get creative here, boys. Come on. I mean, that's really the first we've seen of us, isn't it? How quick is that Logan? He got back there rather quickly, didn't he? He's not too bad. All right, let me get... That's okay. That's okay. Just as I hit get creative, that free kick came up. I didn't want to be having them score and then telling them to get creative. That we need a little bit more motivation at that point, don't we? A bit of a snooze fest so far. I mean, having beaten Rangers, I'd like to think we could go out and win this one as well. Irving with the corner. It's headed away. It's pinballs in there a little bit. And are we going to get caught on the counter-attack here? Come on. Oh, no. No, 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 no! Oh, it's an own goal, is it? Oh, it's not an own goal, but it might as well be. Zamel's made a good first-up save, and it's just gone straight back to him. 1-0, 5 minutes before the break. That is disappointing. Show some passion here, boys. I mean, it's a counter-attack. It's kind of what I suspected they would do. He's made a decent save. I'm not convinced that's not an own goal, to be honest. Godinho got back. He did well to get back. There's not much you can do at that point, is there? The goalkeeper maybe needs to be making a better save than that. But ultimately, there's not too much you can do. Oh, that's a real shame. That's a real shame. All right. Aggressive, not good enough, boys. Come on. Match ratings aren't there, are they? We haven't really created anything. What can we look to change? Yeah, I'm not sure here. Let's give it a get creative. Irving's not having his best game. I'm wondering. Well, let's look to play him in he's more naturally an advanced playmaker. So let's look to play him in his more natural position. See if we get a little bit more out of him that way. If not, we can obviously look at changing things. Let's demand more. Naismith is looking anxious, which isn't ideal. We're going to need to go for this at some point. I think what we might do is 20 minutes to go here. All right, so we'll make some changes. We might just look to match them up a little bit. Irving's not having his best game. So, no, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll take him off. We can push forward there. We'll drop Uchi up as the pressing forward. Naismith as the shadow striker. And then we'll push Herring forward into a... Now, how do we want to work this? Ball-winning midfielder, like that. Let's just get someone in there to F him up. And we'll send De Jong box to box, his more natural position. Just have to trust that our defence can do the job there for us. Sort of a man down. Do we want to change anything else here? We need to probably be more expressive at this point too, don't we? We are chasing the game now. There we go. Go on, Uchi. Is there anything in this for us? Claire isn't having his best game either. Do we maybe look to take him off? Let's do that as well and bring on Alexander. I mean, Naismith is looking anxious, but we don't really have anybody there that can do that job the way we would like. Show some passion, boys. Come on. Is there a goal in this for us? Oh, it's such a stupid goal. Well, not a stupid goal, but I mean, an annoying goal to concede. What else can we do here? Let's counter press. Let's try and win the ball back. And just, it's kind of just hope now, isn't it? Oh, we've got to defend a set piece. Let's win the header, go the other end. Dickamon there, gets it clear. And gets it clear again. Here we go. He's done really well there. Can he find a teammate now? Can he find a what is that? That's not what's required, mate. Oh, I mean, just try and play it off the defender and get a throw. Can we win that header? No, we can't. Ball over the top. This was the risk, wasn't it? We pushed up. This was the risk. Oh, Lamel's there. Makes a good save. Still 3 minutes to go here. It's not looking likely. We've barely had a highlight, have we really? Push forward, boys. Come on. Oh, this is it. Last chance saloon. Ball comes into the box. It's too deep and the keeper cleans it. Oh, our winning run comes to a crashing end at home of all places. We won at Ibrox and we've lost at home. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think overall, we're a little bit... I think overall, considering the manner of the goal, and yeah, I think we're a little bit unlucky there. We didn't get completely outplayed. It's not as though they scored a sort of a worldie, but yeah, I mean, we just start to lose a little bit of touch, don't we, with the top of the table there. We do have a few tougher games coming up. Mitchell's got a bit of an injury, but that's okay. He's fine. Hamilton's looking at Andy Irvine. You're not getting him, mate. He's actually... Brian Rice came out before the game and said that we look like relegation fodder, which is, you know, tough coming from the Hamilton manager, isn't it? Anyway, guys, that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and we will be back tomorrow for... Well, can only come back. What an episode that is. At home in the derby, and then we go to Celtic Park. Can we give them the same treatment that we gave Rangers? It's actually a big test because it's that mob is first and Celtic are second, so it's going to be a tough one. We really need to be making something against Dundee here, don't we, in the meantime. Anyway, that's all for tomorrow, though, guys. I've been Aussie Villain. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and here are our goals of the month for September. Take care.